The next product I'm going to cover is the Proception AV wireless sender, and it's for a specific purpose. We have an example here where we have a satellite box that's feeding a particular television, and we have a television in a second location which is in a very contrived circumstances here, is actually located just here. And what we want to do is one of two things. The first thing is we want to be able to view this, the output from the satellite box in the second location. And the second thing we want to do is we want to actually be able to change the satellite channels in this location here. So this is achieved normally with the use of wires that are already in the house and a SkyEye such as this. And this is a very cheap and reliable way of doing it. The disadvantage of this is often there's not an additional wire in the house already to allow you to connect up a SkyEye in this manner, which means either running cables which can be quite unsightly, and also this can be relatively expensive. So the SkyEye doesn't seem a good option for your house. The wireless AV sender is an excellent option. So basically I have in front of me here unpacked the kit that comes here. So it's basically broken into two distinct parts. We have the sender part, which is connected onto the satellite receiver, and then we have the receiver part. So what will actually happen here is the sender will beam the signal wirelessly up to about 30 meters to the receiver, which will then display it on the television. And then also the receiver is also capable of taking input from your remote control to actually change the channels in the distant location, or in where the box is actually located. So I'm just going to start off first of all, and I'm going to show you the back of this particular unit here. And what we'll do is we'll just connect the wires up. So it's color coded. The three wires are basically for three things. They're for the color, and they're also for the visual, and then they're also for stereo left and right. Okay, so you see there's color code here. So basically red is audio right, white is audio left, and yellow is video. Okay, so we'll see on the back of the Skybox here, but this would work equally well with any satellite receiver. We can simply come along here, and it doesn't matter if there's a 9-volt output on it, this will work regardless. Okay, so we actually connect this in here, we move the unit over like this, and then we get the power unit that comes with it, and we simply plug this into the back of the box of the unit. And there's an on-off switch here, so we can simply turn it on here. We see the LED light up. So we'll repeat exactly the same process on the far end. So what we're going to do here is I will come along here. I'm just going to plug in the power unit here. And I could use a SCART lead, but just for the purpose of demonstration, on this particular television we can see here, we can simply feed the phono leads directly in. So yellow goes in here, white next, and then we have the red. Okay? And we'll demonstrate the impact of disconnecting these units as well. So this will actually feed directly into the receiver unit, which is here. So once again, red, yellow, and white. As they're color coded, there's very little scope to get this wrong. And now we come along and we simply place this in here. And once again, there's an on-off switch on this particular thing. Okay, so you can see instantaneously this had worked. We have this television set up on the AV channel thing here. I'll just turn down the volume for a minute so I won't be competing. So if we come along here and just say initially the television had been set to, I'll just go to the source button and go to the source button here, sorry. And we'll just come here to TV. So it was on the TV thing. We know that the input we've used here is the AV input. So we simply come along, select the AV here, and click OK. And that's it. So the output in this particular box is reflected on this thing here. Now if I come along here and I change the satellite channels here, you'll see it changes on the second box as well. Okay. Now if I actually aim the remote control here, you'll see it doesn't actually change the channels on the other box. Okay. And the reason it doesn't is that there's no way, the signal is not currently being fed from there directly into the box, and this is achieved with this cable here, which is simply picks up the signal from that's been fed from the receiver unit back to the sender. What we do is we simply plug this into the back of this unit here, we run it along in front of the Skybox, and now it will pick up signals from over here, and now we can change channels remotely. So if I can come along and go 101 and flip into the news channel here, I can demonstrate this further. So we're using this box so people can see that this is not being, the signal is not being fed through, it's being fed directly through the wire. So that's it. On the box itself, unit itself, there's actually 4 channels set up. So if I use the channel change button here, it's currently set on channel number 1. And if I come along and set it to channel number 2, we'll see the picture here disappears. So if I change channel on 2 there, and the reason you have this is that there's a lot of wireless things. You could have wireless phone senders, you could have a lot of other things, wireless modems in your house, and it's possible the frequency that the particular unit is working on can cause interference with other piece of equipment or be interfered with. So this is why it gives 4 different modes, and the idea is it gives very good possibility that the box will be able to operate smoothly without interfering or causing interference with any other piece of equipment in the house. So you can see how simple it is. It takes a couple of minutes. It involves no drilling, very little technical know-how required, and it works extremely well. Of the various different ones that we tried, certainly I would say the Perception wireless AV signal sender has been the best. It's worked very, very reliable. I don't think we've ever got faulty one back in our history of selling them on the website. So that's it, beginning to end. An overview and an installation guide for the wireless AV sender.